The Winston Cup Series reaches its halfway point today, just minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. It's a brand new facility from the late 90s. It was brand new in the late 90s. The fans in the infield, grilling hot wieners, the beer's flowing. It is officially race weekend. Let's take a look at these points. Dale Jarrett, can he get a top 10 this race and get 15 top 10s through the first half of the season? We'll see. Ricky Rudd there sitting P4. Ernie Irvan, Jeff Gordon, they took hits after their simultaneous DNFs at California there, and Bobby Labonte. Great finish there, California. Couldn't get the win, but he's sitting there P9. Schedule, whatever. We'll show it. Not really talk about it. And tail of the tape, nothing new again. It's been a long first half of the season. We're ready for this to, we're ready to close up shop on this first half of the season, take a couple days off, and then come back fresh as balls. Ricky Rudd down there taking in some laps. Let's see what he has to say. It's just bullshit. Hey, click. Hey, Ricky, Andre the Giant with ESPN Speed World for the final time. Last time we're on ESPN Speed World. You got a copy?
All right, thanks, Andre. We've wrecked. No problem. No problem. Just testing out Las Vegas. Has nothing to do with the AI. I was just testing out how much I could get away with on the inside there. Not a lot. But I ran a 32.71 somewhere, or 7.21. But on fresh tires, I can run like a 33. That sign looks like shit. Let's qualify. Oh, man. Embarrassing to wreck during the hot intro. And then we got to talk about hot intros. Yeah, 33 flat. I want to get a 33 flat here. Start middle of the pack-ish. Yeah, speaking of intros, for some reason, Las Vegas, this track, it only saves about 4 minutes, if that, of replay action at a time, when the other tracks are usually like 6 or 7. So what I want to do, those signs all look good. What I want to do is we're not running a pace lap this race. We're just doing like a standing start kind of deal. And in my experience, there's no difference. You know, all the signs look good now, so that's good. There's no difference between a rolling start and a standing start. So we're going to do the standing start. Not sure how I'm going to do this intro, but I do like the idea of you doing that standing start at every race going forward, just because the main reason is getting more replay footage at the beginning of the race. Because without it, I lose about 2 minutes of a pace lap. Well, however long the pace lap is, I lose that much time on the replay. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. I don't know how I'm going to do this intro. What do we got here? 33 flat, pretty much. Excellent. But I'm still probably going to be starting the back of the pack. And we got to talk about tire wear. So let's get going.
Welcome to ESPN Speed World. Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry Punch.
We're going to miss you, Jerry. We are here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Las Vegas 400, the final race on ESPN Speed World this season. But we'll be back. We'll be back in the future. Don't you worry. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Bill Elliott continues his charge on the pole with a 32.743. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt. Last time we see those top 4 splash screens. Oh, a lot of lasts right now. All the usual clowns up there in the top 10. Ricky Rudd starting P13 with a 33.099. Looking through the rest of the field, nothing wild. We haven't changed any ratings. Nothing's going on. We're going to be doing that during the during a couple days off here coming up. Believe you me. We're going to figure something out. We're going to figure out the ratings. Back there, P36, Stephen Booz. Okay, folks. Tell you what, it seemed like Steve and Claudette, they had some kind of plan with me. They wanted to see if they basically were using Claudette to get me into some kind of like hot wife situation. If you don't know what the hot wife situation is, basically Steve, he enjoys watching Claudette be with other men, okay? And I'm just not comfortable with that. And, me and Claudette, we kissed again last night after, gambling and shit at the casinos. We were out on the balcony, and Steve apparently was fake passing out this whole time. And he woke up, and he came out on the balcony, and he saw us kissing, and he was like, "Do that again." I was like, "What in the world is this?" I was like, "I can't do that, brother." And then they explained what was going on, and Steve was like talking real close to me, and I think Steve would eventually want to be involved. And as Meatloaf said, "I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that, Anyway, pace car isn't off. Pace car's been off. We have a standing start. I'm wasting everybody's time here. Folks, better patter, we're at her. Las Vegas 400 underway. The engine's cranking up the speed. This is exciting. We just realized at ESPN Speed World that without the pace lap, our keyboard script, we can get more bang for our buck with the keyboard script with the 60-minute timer we have on that, which, we're going to just buy that thing. I know that's the big drama storyline of the season, whether or not we were going to buy that. And I think we have to. He was in the lead there to start. Bill Elliott in the lead. On the pole, he's still out there, looking hot. I don't like men. I don't know. Anyway, Ricky Rudd having a good start to this race. The standing start here. Yeah, you lose your boner a little bit because it's not a rolling start and there's no anticipation, but I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like foreplay, I just like just getting down to business, I'm a busy man. Bill Elliott and whoever the hell that is up there, Mark Martin, they disappeared from the field. Or no, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this bullshit Las Vegas track only has 4 minutes of replay, so we're only going to get about 3 minutes of hot action here. Just to be safe. Maybe 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Live dangerously. Just to make sure we get that hot start. Ricky, when we get it down to Ricky, eventually we'll talk to him about, or he'll talk about the tire wear situation here. This is the first track where Ricky doesn't really know what the hell's going on. But he'll figure it out. Ricky sucks, but he's figuring it. He'll figure stuff out. Or he'll find a turd jobber way around things. It's probably the best way to go through life. Nice clean start. Yeah, no rolling start. Whatever. This is great shit. Ricky Craven, for some reason, P39 right now. Usually not that far back. Steve Boobs, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing back there. I don't know what that whole situation was. But, they didn't abuse me. They didn't force me to do anything. That's just something they're into. I don't know if they wanted me to tell everybody about it, but at the same time, that's like great publicity. That's like great, marketing or whatever they're trying to, just getting the word out. There might be somebody that's into that, and they're gonna just come to a race, talk to Steve Boobs in the infield, get a hot pass, and talk to Steve Boobs in the infield, and be like, "Hey, I'm into that stuff." On the backstretch here, we'll send it down to Ricky. See what's going through his mind right now. Ricky, we should have the start of the race on that replay. Here you go.
All right, thanks, Andre. Yeah, we will have the start of the race. I'm guessing I recorded like an extra 2 minutes of practice. It usually takes 2 minutes for Andre to get through his whatever he's doing. So I guess we'll just show 2 minutes of practice during the grid. Although for CBS, their grids would take up the whole screen. But I don't know how exciting that is. I don't know. First world problems, I suppose. But yeah, I'm experimenting with cockpit situations, so I have basically the tacks I was fooling around with and making. Or, you know, the gauges and shit. And I'm probably not gonna fiddle with the blue standings and stuff. Like, it was fun to experiment with that, but that's NASCAR Racing 2 blue, you know. It's fun to experiment, but again, you know, I'm coming full circle on a lot of things, like seeing what I can and can't do, and just going back to the original anyway. But yeah, tire wear here. I ran a full practice run here. 25 laps is the pit window. Andre didn't mention that at all. 72 lap race. And like the last 10 laps of the run, I was so much faster than them. Cal Petty has overtaken Bill Elliott for the lead out there. I was so much faster than them. So I had to go, basically in the I&I files, you can just change your tire wear, not the AI's. So you can actually, you know, bring the AI up to you basically. And you can have less wear if they're too fast in the run, you know, you get what I'm saying. So I don't have those numbers exactly figured out. I know what numbers to change, but I don't know exactly the effects. You know, yeah. So this is almost like an experiment. This is an experimental race, kind of, where I gave myself more tire wear than what was in the I&I file, and we'll see what happens here throughout 30 laps. That's something I probably won't even mess with until the season's over. Like really digging in and finding that out. Because again, my plan is to make a big guide on running this game for, you know, whoever wants to, I don't know. This was just a big part of my childhood. And I'm surprised it took me this long to revisit it. I don't even know why. I don't even know what prompted me to revisit it. I think I was talking with my sister or something, and like old DOS games we used to play came up. Like those 100 games on one CD or floppy disk things. We were laughing about that, and I was like, man, I wonder if I could get that old NASCAR Racing 2 game running. And then I found the DOS box, opened it up, and it immediately recognized my steering wheel, my joystick, and I pressed race on the first track that was there, hit the gas, and it went, and it steered reasonably well before I calibrated. I'm like, oh, we're in. Where are we at here? Lap 14. Got 10 more laps. I had a bullshit situation there. Lost some spots, but whatever. All right, we're getting down to crunch time right now on this tire wear situation. You can see 15 laps. I haven't really been showing my tire wear that much this season. But 15 laps, they should not be wearing down that much. So seems like that number's doing the job. But the downside is extended long form runs might not be too good. I don't know. My entire month of January and possibly February will be figuring all that stuff out. This season probably gonna take a few days off around Christmas because it's Christmas. But this will probably bleed into the new year, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe come back with another season in March or April or something. It's just much easier to edit these, much quicker to edit these. But when we run longer form races, it might be a different story. But I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. AI's behaving. I had that wreck with Brett Bodine in practice, but that wasn't their fault. Still having fun with this game, man. Like, it's just, as I've stressed a few times, it acts like you expect it to, and it's just one thing off your mind, and you can just play the game and not get frustrated by nonsense. Do some kind of crossover situation here on Michael Waltrip. Okay, this tire wear is probably going to end up being good. I'm guessing if we weren't racing these guys, we could track down the elites up there. But we're just in this mess with them right now. And that pain in my shoulder from California, that's like gone down to my wrist now. So, beats me. Lap 25 is pit stops. We're on lap 20. This is kind of where I got into Brett Bodine. Is somebody high? They weren't. Boy. Yeah, so that tire wear number worked. I just don't know how well it worked. I don't know. Clear. Man, Cal Petty took off from everybody up there. Gordon and Elliott battling. Here's the Brett Bodine wreck, and I just, oh man, they squeeze you there. Oh, yikes. They don't give a damn. I love it. Jimmy Spencer, don't come up here. I haven't seen him really run high like I am right now. Not the best entry there from me. Okay, lap 24. Ricky Craven's really struggling this race. Probably getting pit stops this lap or next lap. Hopefully next lap, because 24:48.72 would be on the window. Second verse, same as the first. We just did this with Bobby Labonte. Let's throw it in a little bit harder. Still not good enough. Looking for some weirdness from Bobby Labonte right now. Pit stops and shit. There's your pit stops. Nice little battle here. But I'm gonna submit so I can get behind Jimmy Spencer and pit here. He's pitting. And we're gonna pit with Jimmy Spencer. And I've learned not to press the auto brake until I'm really close to my, oh Jesus.
Watch your feet now.
Like right now. Oh, perfect. And that's almost like an elite pit road entry and coming to a stop in the stall. So now I want to see if we keep up with Jimmy Spencer here. If Jimmy Spencer, did Mark Martin, okay, I thought Mark Martin DNF'd. He wasn't moving. Let's see if we come.
Go. Watch your feet now. Keep it on 6,500.
Ooh, let's see if we can.
Keep it on 6,500.
Where's Jimmy Spencer? Did he have some elite pit stop that we just don't get?
Watch your feet now.
He's way up there. Look at that. They're just quicker. NR 2003, they're much slower. They do that like
Keep it on 6,500.
weirdo slide move.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Hold on, brake.
But this game, they fucking just jump into their stall. Wham, bam, done. So we got Michael Waltrip here for shit. Hang on to her. They ain't kidding around on that pit road exit. All right. So we lost so much time to Jimmy Spencer. My goodness. Feels like I didn't put on 4 tires, but I did. I didn't even check to see. I know Kyle Petty was in the lead last time we checked, but I don't know where I was position-wise in the standings.
You're now in the top 20.
Well, okay. Uneventful race so far. Just good racing. I love that stuff with Bobby Labonte. I'm watching the interval to Michael Waltrip right now because we've got to be gaining on him a little bit. Oh, for sure. Just the eye test, we definitely gained here. But yeah. See if we can track him down here. Oh, I'm definitely tracking him down. No question about it. And then we got to somehow get back to Jimmy Spencer and make that pass.
And after 30 of 72 laps here in the Las Vegas 400, Kyle Petty in the lead. 2.6 seconds ahead of Jeff Gordon. Bill Elliott, the pole sitter, has dropped back to P3. Terry Labonte and Ernie Irvin round out the top 5 on your screen there, folks. 6 through 10, the Dales. Earnhardt and Jarrett. See if Jarrett can stay in the top 10, get those 15 top 10s. And make sure you stay. Forgot to mention earlier at the top of the broadcast, Stay tuned after the race for a first half recap showing all the top 5s and top 10s and stuff stats. P8, P9, you can read there. Rusty Wallace there, P10. And then 11 through whatever is Burton, Jeff Burton, Brett Bodine, Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Spencer, Michael Waltrip, and Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd's 2.3 seconds ahead of Ken Schrader there for Ken Schrader's in P17. All right, folks, this is the final ESPN Speed World commercial. It's been fun. This is the last you'll probably be hearing from me on ESPN Speed World. It's been a privilege and an honor to bring these races to you. But I'll see you. I'm not going anywhere. I'll see you on the CBS broadcast. But yeah, Bob Dole right now a lap down. Steve Boobs and a bunch of these cars. Those leaders are going to be hitting them pretty soon. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back here on ESPN Speed World. Don't go anywhere.
Ricola cough drops, a pleasant-tasting blend of organically grown herbs from Switzerland. For soothing relief, try Ricola.
All right, folks, welcome back to ESPN Speed World's coverage of the Las Vegas 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're looking at the action from the America Online Copter Cam. America Online, you've got mail. You've got mail. We want to thank America Online for their sponsorship in the first half of the season. They did not sign on for the second half because, the .com bubble is going to burst. Anyway, folks, we have some somber news. If you're a fan of Bob Dole, Bob Dole, before this race, announced that he's retiring mid-season, which is going to free up a seat in the second half of the season. Not sure what's going to happen there. But we do have Bob Dole right now. Let's see if we can key his mic and get talking to him. Hey, Bob Dole, this is Andre the Giant with ESPN Speed World. You got a copy?
Yes, I'm Bob Dole.
Yeah, Bob Dole, yeah. So you're retiring. Like, no one even knew you were in the, I'm going to be frank, no one even knew you were in the series this season, really. Just definition of a field filler, Why are you retiring?
Well, first I'm trying to run for president. Oh, I do want to say thank you for, you mentioned Cialis on the broadcast at Dover, I believe. And the missus is very happy about that. I looked into that. The future First Lady of the United States of America is a happy woman right now, Andre. Thank you.
Yeah, Bob. It's you're not gonna win. So we don't bring politics into this shit. We just don't talk politics. That's just the country's. It's a very polarizing subject. We just don't talk about it. We're here to race, so you don't have to bring that up anymore.
I will win. I am Bob Dole.
All right. Thanks, Bob. So yeah, Bob's retiring. We wish him the best, whatever else he does. But yeah, he's not going to win that presidency. Anyway, this replay system at Las Vegas is bullshit. We only have about 3 minutes here. Ricky Rudd's still battling like a bastard with Michael Waltrip. He's still fighting him on the backstretch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable drama here for like 80th place or whatever that is. For 15th place, folks. But we're running out of tape. We got to send it down to Ricky.
All right, thanks, Andre. Yeah, another good battle here. It was easy to catch Michael Waltrip. Now it's just a matter of passing him. And the best place to pass him is where the Brett Bodine wreck happened. It seems like I get a good run on them. but it's a walk on the wild side there,
Car down low.
because we saw whoever that was earlier in the race pinch us.
Car down low. Clear all the way.
Oh God, bless America! I was able finally to pass him. Good stuff. But now he's going to have a better braking here. I got to be careful. Now I got him finally. Cal Petty out to a 5-second lead. Trying to think if Cal Petty has a DNF this season. Nothing's ringing a bell. But yeah, I overheard them talking to Bob Dole there that we're gonna have a empty seat. Might bring in Dominique Mucciano from the the '96 Atlanta Games gymnastics team. Kerry Strug, everybody knows Kerry Strug. Dominique Mucciano was a babe, but that's controversial what we're talking about right now, because I'm talking about probably when she was 14. I can't, I had a crush on her when I was, let's say that. Let's just put it that way. I had a crush on her watching those Olympics.
Car low.
At that present time,
Still there.
yeah.
Still there. Clear. Clear low.
I bet she's a babe now. I can say that. That's above board.
Clear.
You know who's a babe now? Because we're stuck in the night. We're talking about late '90s. You know who's a babe? I forget her name now. Stacy Keenan or whatever. She was one of the daughters on Step by Step. And I think she was also she was the daughter in My Two Dads with Paul Reiser and that other guy.
Car low.
I mean, she was a babe. Okay, I had a crush on her back then.
Clear low.
Get out of here, Brett Bodine. I'm talking about Stacy Keenan. But I was just, I've been in a late 90s research mode, and I came across TV shows, and Step by Step
That car behind you. Pole position.
showed up, and I was looking through that, and that Stacy Keenan was there, and she's like a lawyer now in California. But the babe. She gets the NASCAR Racing 2 stamp of approval, babe. Anyway, lap 48, we got about 2 laps until pit stops, I'd say.
You're racing the car behind you.
Possibly passing Bob Dole for the final time this season. Honestly, though, like Janet Reno's had some wrecks. We've called her name out a bunch. Haven't really mentioned Bob Dole at all. He's running back here with Steve Boobs.
You've got a car up high. Clear. That car's a lap down.
Yeah, I know he is. I'm trying not to wreck him. No, actually, it wasn't too bad of a. It wasn't too bad of a first paint job there. My first paint job attempt.
Still there. Clear all the way. That car's a lap down.
Oh boy, I tried a different line there to see if I could carry more speed out of that turn. I probably can start doing that at the beginning of the next run. But that wall came up fast. All right, I'm P12 right now, but what I don't want to do is lose all these positions during pit stops.
You've got a slow car in here.
They are much faster than me on the access road, leaving pit road. Seems like I'm pretty decent with them on pit road, even though Jimmy Spencer was just in and out like a flash. Here's Ricky Craven having his worst race of the season, I think.
Okay, the leader is pitting now.
All right, leader's pitting now, so I'm going to go in. Ricky Craven might be going in too.
20 more laps. 20 more to go. You've got a slow car in here.
No, but I'm not doing auto brake.
Watch your speed. Watch your speed now.
I'm not
Watch your speed now.
I'm not turning it on until now.
Lower brake. Now
Yeah.
turn forward.
Let's see if that helps, because I think that auto brake slows you down a little bit extra. I'm trying to buy everything I can right now. Standings are actually running through right now, I think. Or no, it's following me. Might just be perfectly in sync.
Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500.
No, it's just following me. There's the standings. Bill Elliott out in the lead, but I guess they've all haven't pitted yet. Or Cal Petty DNF. Maybe I haven't seen Cal Petty's name at all.
Watch your speed now.
Cal Petty P16 a lap down. I didn't do too bad on this pit stop, I don't think.
Auto brake is now shut off.
Because that's Jeff Burton up here. I think he was in that group we were trying to kind of catch. Oh, I would have to practice this. But we're off. Good pits. Basically, we didn't lose any spots, I don't think. I've learned on fresh tires, I just can't hold the bottom.
You've got a slow car in here.
Unless I tap the brake an extra time, then I can. So I guess Cal Petty didn't DNF. We have no DNFs, no wrecks after all the spins at California. But we've learned those things can happen at any time, any place.
You're racing the 99 car. You're now in the top 20. You're racing the car behind you.
Who is the car behind me? Jimmy Spencer, 3 seconds. I'm not really racing him. He's 3 seconds back.
Okay, the leader is pitting now.
I'm guessing that was Bill Elliott. No, I'm guessing Bill Elliott did lead laps. Kenny Wallace is going to lead some laps. Who's this red car coming up? Oh, Ricky Craven. So, whoa, Ricky, get out of here.
Stay up high.
I do not want to race him like I've been doing with those other guys. I want to clear him and focus on
You've got a slow car in here.
the Roush teammates here, Burton and Mark Martin. Seems like there's some kind of lapper situation up here. I don't know what's going on, but maybe sneak out another top 10. I don't know. It might be a domino effect of changing things. Because if I make these middle tier cars a little bit better, we won't get stuck, kind of penned in racing them on the beginning of the race. We might actually be able to stay with the leaders, the elites. I'm driving the car a little bit harder than I have been because I know I don't have to get all the way to the end of the pit window.
Car high. Still there. Keep up. Still there.
And we got to be careful because Mark Martin may
Still
have
there. Clear all the way. Car high.
been doing that AI tiptoe the first few laps after pit stops. He might be up to speed now.
71 car. It's a lap down. You've got a car up high. Stay low. Stay low. Clear.
Let's try to make this pass on the inside that we learn is too tight. Oh, that is tight. Son of a bitch. Stay down there, Dave Marcus.
Still there.
Are we 3 wide right now?
Still there. Clear all around.
I think we were. All right, let's check. Let's track down Jeff Burton. Get a top 10. With 12 to go.
Car high. Clear.
Oh, I'm going for it. Oh,
4 car. It's a lap down.
you don't say.
Car low.
Are we 3 wide? I don't know what Jeff Burton's line he's in right now. Yeah, I spooked him a little bit.
High. High. Clear. Clear. Car low. Stay up high.
We gotta use our equipment here and just get around Janet Reno.
Stay up high.
And I'm gonna be able to survive
Car low.
this and get a top 10.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Car low.
We should not be racing Janet Reno right now. Jeff Burton, son of a bitch, back there.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear. You're now at the top 10. That's going to hustle. Keep digging. The ninth car is a lap down.
I'm gonna save that replay here. That was probably some interesting lines they were running. I want to see how close I was to Jeff Burton on that final pass on the back, on that final thing on the backstretch. See how close I was to him.
Car high. Keep low. Clear all around. You're
Cal
racing
Petty,
4 car.
6-second lead. Ernie Irvin getting a good run though. Bobby Labonte, I think he started. Did he start top 10? I don't, I'm not sure. Could maybe track down Sterling Marlin here for another spot. No DNFs. Uneventful race, but at the same time, we've learned that Las Vegas has some awesome racing here. Another solid track. Hopefully during that graphic, the Bob Dole retirement wasn't planned. So I had already made like an AI generated Bob Dole picture. And hopefully I'll show that during his graphic. Just so it doesn't go to waste. And I already have an idea on who's filling that seat in the second half, but I'll leave you in suspense there. All right, so this is Sterling Marlin with 5 to go, and then Rusty Wallace is up here, and there's a big group of cars ahead of them, but I'm not going to be able to get them. You know what would help this? The fact that we aren't winning races and stuff?
5 more to go.
Cautions.
Car down low.
A caution would come out,
Stay up high.
get us back to the front
Stay up
after
high.
we've learned the track for 50, 60 laps.
Keep high. Clear.
So yeah,
That car in front of you is pole position.
it's not like we're destined to always run middle of the pack and always be playing catch up like this. It'd be nice to win a race, but that's not yeah, that's not what this is about. Like, none of this is real. So, just having fun. And I think they're 3 wide up here, pretty sure. And I want to... I'm definitely going to mess with the ratings and stuff. Try not to mess up our points battle up there with Dale Jarrett and all the storylines and whatnot. But definitely I'm going to tinker with the middle tier cars to see I don't know, see what number I can put their max, the top of their skill range at, to where every so often they'll just have a solid ass car. Like Ward Burton right now could be running P3, having a great day in the MB&A Pontiac. Michael Waltrip out of nowhere has a big day somewhere. There's a formula. There's got to be something. And we won't know. These races take so long to... There's no, like, quick way to sim them. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. There might be a way to quickly sim them, because there's a way to speed up DOSBox. Because this is just emulating this game. So if there's a way to speed up DOSBox, then I can speed up the... Okay, man. That's why Pat Sajak always tells them in the bonus round. He just says sound it out, say whatever. So they'll just start saying nonsense, and it sounds silly, but it helps them figure out that last RSTLNE puzzle. It just helps saying stuff out loud. And if I can get that DOSBox speed it up, oh man, that'll be great. Can sim like a whole season. All right, here we go. And so yeah, this was the last lap, folks. And Cal Petty got the win. It was never in doubt. And I'm gonna save this right now so we get as much replay at the end as possible. Yeah, Cal Petty ran away with that. We saw. I like the standing start there. I mean, I'm only doing it just for the replay purposes. It's obviously in the game to do a pace lap, but standing start will be fine for us. Bill Elliott, I saw he was leading the early going, and yeah, Cal Petty just took off with this. That was it. Again, I mentioned non-eventful, but still fun racing. No spin-outs. And yeah, Kenny Wallace, we'll see. He led 2 laps. We'll look at this on the next page because we're going to be doing a quick first half season recap. And I'm honestly thinking anything else this race. Not really. Just the awesome races with Bobby Labonte and Michael Waltrip. And then them pinching us coming out of 4. That's good stuff. And it seems like I figured out the tire wear situation. I gotta look into that a little bit more. Now, blam! Information overload. Here's the all the stats from the first 15 races of the season. Dale Jarrett, we've been talking about 15 races, 15 top 10s. Terry Labonte, obviously up there in the points, 13 top 10s. Ernie Irvin, Jeff Gordon, Terry Labonte tied for most top 5s. Cal Petty with the most wins. Bill Elliott's turned it on, started getting a bunch of poles. When we bumped his ratings up, he's going to be getting into the top 10 in the points soon. In a hurry. Rusty Wallace. Poor Rusty Wallace. Thought he'd be doing better. Tell you what, poor Sterling Marlin, and we'll look at the next page. Poor somebody that I'm going to bump up as well. Then I got laps led up there and laps run and DNFs. You see Jeff Gordon with the 3 DNFs. And Ricky Rudd with the 1 lap led. Pretty impressive there. And Cal Petty. Not surprising. If you had asked me before I put these together who led the most laps, I would have said Cal Petty. And that's it. Dale Earnhardt, man. Same stats as everybody, just can't get it done. And we talked about the DNFs over there with Jeff Gordon. Dale Jarrett, Kyle Petty, we talked about this race, no DNFs. And that's that. Page 2 of the recap. And it's bare bones here. Not much going on, but the poor person on this page is Ken Schrader. Always like Ken Schrader. We're going to bump him up for the second half of the season. And yeah, but we need back marker cars like this. It's just the way it goes. Bob Dole retiring here. That's sad. We'll see. We'll see how easy it is. See if I can paint some cars fast. We might get someone else to take Janet Reno's spot, but alphabetically be in the same. For my the way I keep track of the standings, hopefully be the same. Yeah, never mind. I should have had races started here, but it doesn't really matter. Everybody P35 up they've started every race. So Dick Trickle has been the worst. And I mean, we put his stats way low if you remember way back early in the season, so that's why he's been sucking. I don't remember Lake Speed's top 10. I remember Darrell Waltrip probably at Talladega top 10. And all those laps led are most definitely during pit stops and everything. And laps run. And we forgot to look at it on the first page, but it probably conflates with non-DNFs. Whoever had the most DNFs. But looking back at the first page, Dale Jarrett, 1,138 laps run. The most, second most is 1,136 Kyle Petty. So Kyle Petty's been a lap down somewhere. And then DNFs on this second page. Nothing really standing out. Nothing going on. Yeah, just bare bones here. Yeah, I mean it's obviously weighted toward those elite cars we always talk about. You can always go in and tinker with the stats and everything. And this is actually important. I'm glad I'm doing this for posterity's sake because I can look back after some changes I've made to the ratings and get a good idea on how different the cars fare after 15 races. So this is pretty cool. So okay, yeah, we learned about DOS Box. I'm going to be able to speed that up, and I'll be able to kind of see how cars do throughout a season. I'll just go into championship mode and just run races there in simulation or whatever. And yeah, hey, thanks for watching the first half of the season. Just taking a couple days off. I don't know. This is going up probably Wednesday afternoon, the 13th. And probably get back racing maybe Sunday. And then that's the 17th, and then we'll race all week, and then take off for Christmas weekend, and then come back hard, come back strong. We got 16 races to go. We got the Brickyard, Watkins Glen. You've been seeing the schedule. A lot of Texas, Phoenix. So we still have a bunch of new tracks, but also we got to hit up some of the old haunts and really try to win this championship. All right, hey, thanks for watching. The views, comments, likes, subscriptions, awesome. Yeah, it's been fun. The trip down memory lane's been a lot of fun, and yeah, we're definitely coming back to this game. It is just fun. It's just fun. That's the word for it. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, and see you in a couple days.